Hey everyone, it's me Tim, and today I wanted to get a little more personal and kind of talk about some things that I've been struggling with in the last few years. I still get a lot of questions on my old channel on FTA Adventures asking me why I'm not riding a motorcycle anymore and what happened with that. Instead of just answering all of those comments repeatedly, separately one at a time, I figured I'd just kind of make this video, talk a little bit about some things that have changed, some pretty obvious changes. You know, I'm not on the bike anymore. I actually sold the bike and I'm in a car now. I'm doing a lot of car camping trips and backpacking trips, which you've obviously been seeing on this channel. But basically this all started back in 2020. I was just coming off of a 10-month trip around the US on the motorcycle to all the national parks. It was absolutely the time of my life. Such an amazing adventure. But I was working so hard on that trip. I was putting out 2 videos a week, just nonstop, never really taken any breaks, 10 months straight. After that, I went down to Mexico for a little while on the bike. That was really, really awesome. One of the best trips of my life. So that was really cool. But right around 2020, around when COVID happened, but unrelated to COVID, just all of that like activity and just burnout just caught up with me back in 2020, and I had a nervous breakdown. I don't know how else to explain it. I got in a really deep, dark place. I wasn't myself. I don't know how to really explain it, but I just had a breakdown. I got super depressed. My anxiety spiked, just terrible, terrible anxiety. And I was dealing with a lot of like paranoia and some kind of like delusional thoughts. I was really off the deep end. I mean, just not myself. And it got to a point where I actually tried to hurt myself, or I didn't try to. I succeeded in hurting myself. I'm not going to get into specifics on here. It's kind of personal. But I did have to go to the hospital for about a month for physical injuries. And then I had to go to a psych center for a little while after that. Fortunately, in that situation, I was able to get the help that I needed. Leading up to this, I did try to reach out to like the suicide hotline and things like that, but I just wasn't in the frame of mind to make that happen. After the fact though, while I was in the mental hospital, they got me on some medication that seemed to really help, but the medication made me super tired and foggy, which was a big part of the reason I stopped riding a motorcycle, because I just wasn't clear-headed enough. So that's part of it. Part of it was the medication that they put me on, but part of it was that just this experience just changed me as a person, and I'm just not the same person I was 5 years ago. I still think motorcycles are great, but they're just not for me right now. I don't know why. I honestly never thought that that day would come. I thought it was a lifelong thing for me, and it just turned out not to be. At least in this situation. I mean, I hope someday to get back to it because I loved it so much, and I think maybe someday I can get back to that passion for it. For now, though, it just doesn't interest me for some reason. You know, this whole experience just really changed me. And then also with the medication. So they got me on the one medication that made me super foggy and tired. They put me on another medication for depression, an antidepressant that would give me energy to offset the other medication. And this just started a whole series of events of like just trying to find a balance of medications that worked and like using medications to offset other side effects and stuff. Sorry about the light and dark thing. I got my phone on auto. I'm recording on auto right now. I didn't want to fuss with the camera. Anyways, it's been a couple years since that happened. Physically recovered after a few months. Still really struggled for a while with really, really terrible anxiety, like crippling anxiety. And then obviously once I got off of the motorcycle and I wasn't posting on YouTube anymore, which I was at the time doing that full time, I wasn't able to continue doing that because I wasn't on the bike. So I had to get a job. It was okay for a while, but my anxiety at work was just terrible. Really, really just situational anxiety, social anxiety, anxiety about things at work, anxiety about things at home, just anxiety all the time. And I'm still really struggling with that, but they've made some changes recently to my medication, and honestly, I've seen a huge improvement since then. My anxiety has gone way down. It's much more manageable now. So that has been good. Yeah. yeah, I think we finally maybe figured some things out with the medication, and I think we're on the right track. I'm feeling much better these days. Um, but like I said, this whole experience changed me, and I just kind of shifted gears, and I still love being outdoors. I love camping. I love all the other stuff about what I was doing on FTA Adventures on my old channel. Um, but just without the motorcycle. So now I want to do stuff on foot, hiking a lot. It's been really great to clear my head and kind of just heal. Just getting better over these last 5 years. It really, it hit me hard like a freight train. But I found a lot of like healing and goodness and joy in hiking and kayaking and just being outdoors, camping, car camping, road trips, whatever I can do to just get outside into nature and just get better, you know. So I've been really loving that stuff, and I appreciate you guys being here. I know a lot of you are from my old channel, so I appreciate you guys coming over here and sticking with me. I don't have any intention of posting much on FTA anytime soon, but I am going to leave that channel up and going, so you could still enjoy those videos if that's what you want to see. And then maybe, like I said, someday in the future I might get back to it, but I'm not close to that at this point in time. I mean, I don't see that in the next couple of years happening. I got some really big hiking trips planned out that I am so stoked about. I'm a little bit nervous because of my anxiety. I am doing a trip overseas, it's going to be about 2 or 3 weeks overseas. I'm not going to tell you where yet. I'll save that for a little later, but I'm really excited about it. It's a trip that I'm taking with my brother. He lives in New York, I live in Arizona. We only typically see each other once or twice a year. So this is a really big deal for us, and I am so stoked to be taking that trip with him. I think it's going to be a really great experience for both of us, and I will be filming that and sharing that on here. So I'm really excited about that. So that's been good. Got a couple other things I'm hoping to do in the near future as far as hiking trips. Right now, currently, I am in New York. I've been here for about a month, taking care of some family stuff that I'm not going to get into, but I'm here for the foreseeable future. Just spending as much time as I can with family and trying to do a little work on the channel. I've been working on a book. I'm not going to make this video a promo for that book, but I have been working on a book that's been keeping me busy, doing a lot of research on things I want to do, different ways to grow the channel, things of that nature. So I've been really taking advantage of the downtime because I haven't been working really the whole time I've been here. A little bit of side work here and there, but nothing steady. Everything's going good. I still have some issues that I struggle with, but it is nowhere near what it was 5 years ago. I hope this kind of answers that question of why I don't ride the motorcycle anymore. Like I said, it's not something that I ever thought I would see happen. I thought for sure that was a lifelong thing, that I was never going to give it up. I mean, I loved it that much, and it's not that I got tired of it. I really didn't. I was ready to keep going. I mean, I had all these plans to go to South America and do all this crazy stuff on the bike, and I was so passionate about making that happen. That was why I started the channel, was to help make that happen. And it broke my heart to kind of give up on that dream, at least for now. It was really hard, you know, it was just really hard to give that up. And I know I am so fortunate to have all of the experience that I got through that channel, like all the people that I got to meet, amazing people. All of you guys are just incredible. I got the opportunity when I was traveling around the US to meet a bunch of people, and that was really incredible for me. So I do miss it. I hope to get this channel back to where the other one was. Still would love to meet up with people as I'm roaming around, and hopefully someday I can get this channel back to like a full-time job again, because that was what I was really passionate about, was making videos, sharing my adventures, teaching people all the things that I learned the hard way, and just, you know, doing gear reviews. Like, I'm such a gearhead. I love getting new gear, so I love talking about it and analyzing it and all of that. So I'm definitely going to be doing a lot of that on this new channel. I think I've been doing the new channel for a little more than a year. I'm not sure exactly when I started it, but it's going pretty good, and getting a lot of great comments from you guys, so I appreciate that. And if you did come over from FTA, I appreciate you following me over here and sticking with me. Like I said, it really means a lot to me, and I lost a lot 5 years ago, and that community was a big part of what I lost and what was really difficult to give up. but I just had to do what was right for me. And honestly, it doesn't even feel like it was a choice. This is just what happened. This was the cards I was dealt, and I'm just making the best of it and figuring it out as I go and trying to just get better and just be a better person and be healthier, mentally, physically. Like I said, I'm getting ready for a big trip, so I'm going to be training for that. It's going to be quite a strenuous trip, hiking, so I do need to start preparing for that. It's kind of hard preparing for that while I'm in New York because there's not a ton of places to hike, at least not like there are out in Arizona, so I'm kind of missing that. But once I get back to Arizona, my intention is to just hike and just getting ready for this big thing that's happening in October that I'm super stoked about. I guess if you guys have any questions or if I didn't clarify anything, please let me know in the comments. Be sure to say hi down there. I'm answering all my comments on this channel. It's still not too many. It's still enough that I can manage answering all the comments. So if you do write a comment, I will answer it. And just thank you guys so much for being here. And thanks for watching this video to kind of understand a little better of where I'm at and the struggles I've had. I know on the other channel, I did talk a little bit about struggles. This has been a lifelong thing for me, that I've always had anxiety, some level of depression, but not like it was 5 years ago. And it's been a long road, but I've come a long way, believe me. I've come a very long way. I was at the point where I couldn't go to the supermarket to do food shopping, or at least not by myself. And if I did, it was a struggle. Like, just simple, basic, everyday life things were just a huge struggle for me for like 2 or 3 years. And then just in the last year, I've really, since I started this new channel, have seen quite a drastic incline in my mental state. So that's really awesome. Anyways, I appreciate you guys, and thanks so much for being here, and I will talk to you very soon. Here's another video you might want to check out, and I will see you over there. Bye.